8.7 FM Elmhurst College Radio. This is Good Times Friday. On every Friday from 8 to 10 p.m. This is also Good Times Radio TV. Thank you all for tuning in. We are here with the beautiful Drew Dawson. Drew, what's up?
What's up? I'm happy to be here.
We are very glad to have you here, Drew. Drew is a local performer, singer, soon-to-be celebrity, amazing piano player, writes her own songs. She does a great job. Drew, what's up? Just tell us, what's been going on with the last couple months.
As you know, a lot's been going on. We just signed a deal down in Atlanta. I'll be moving down January 1st, and possibly going on tour in February. So.
Oh my God, how do you feel? How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. I'm really, really excited because we, as you know, we've talked before. I've been doing this for a long time. So to go on tour, just to be able to play, on a weekly basis, and get paid and just do it full time, is like a kind of like a mini dream come true,
Definitely is. When you found out the news, what was your first reaction?
It was a long process. So we were talking to multiple companies, multiple development companies, and so when we figured out that we were going to sign with these people, it's a good feeling. It was a very I was excited. Like I said, it was a slow process. I've been kind of working up to it, but as it's getting closer and closer, I'm getting more excited. So I guess the first reaction was it's kind of I finally decided,
Right.
But so it was like a breather, and I really had to inhale too because it's a big move for me. So, but I'm just really excited to go.
Now thinking about the move, then there's nothing holding you back. You're like, oh, okay, I'm ready to go. You're just ready to go.
No, no, there's nothing holding me back at all. Not to say I'm not going to miss home. I am. I have great friends, great family, and I'm going to miss them a bit. But other than that, no, I'm very, very ready to go. I'm very ready to share my music, produce music, work with other musicians.
Yes.
Back to back to back every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just banging on the table here.
Drew, that's awesome. All right, so we know that where you are, or we know where you are as of yet. This awesome news, how you're moving down. You're gonna possibly tour. Either way, things are moving forward for you. You are definitely gonna be doing some great things very, very soon, as you have been doing, but just on a larger scale.
Yeah, definitely. That's what's so exciting about it because I've always felt like I'm moving forward, but now there'll be people helping, obviously, which is great. You're not doing it, alone anymore. But yeah, just in a way bigger way, which is great.
Now, so tell us, how did this all start? When did you? Where did you start? Where did you know? When was that moment where you're like, okay, I would love to sing. I want to perform. I want to share my music with people.
I would say I think I was 9 years old. We had this local song or this local show. I don't know what you would call it, variety show. It's called Seeing Stars, and it was one of my first performances. We went and I sang in front of a crowd. It was a smaller crowd, about maybe I guess not small, but 300. And I got a standing ovation, and two people, a few people in the audience cried, and it would grab me how much music can affect people. It's just so unreal. You don't know half the people out there, but they're all sobbing. You're like, man, I feel it too.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing, and that's what drew me to it because I always liked anything artistic, arts, drawing, painting, blah blah blah, poetry. But I saw that I was pretty decent at music and that I could have a profound effect on people, in 3 minutes time. So it was just music. I just have a respect for it. So it was at age 9 that I realized how intense it was, and I was just
Now, was there anybody that got you or helped you get into it or supported you throughout the whole time?
My dad, big time. Family members, a lot of family members, my uncle and my mom and my whole entire family, they're big music people, but my dad was definitely kind of my backbone. And everybody, my family always pitched in, to help me buy all this stuff. And there was definitely my singing teacher. He was like a second uncle to me. He kind of mentored me, helped me with everything. But my dad's been there since the very, very bottom,
Yeah.
Helping me produce or, do whatever I need to do, practice my shows. So
yeah,
it's been, he's been really great.
Now, how long have you been writing your own songs?
I wrote my first song when I was 12, I think. Wow. Well, I was writing a little bit before that, but it was all horrible. So, but at 12, I thought I wrote my first like half decent song, and I liked it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna show people my song now.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
That like how do you generally write? Do you find that your writing process has changed from the time that you were 12 until now? Just as far as like like how lyrics first, music first. Do you have to get in like a certain mental mode kind of a thing?
It depends. It really. I mean, I've heard you've probably heard a million people say this, but it really depends with every single song. Because sometimes you're listening to another song and you're just like, oh, you just, you hear something that stems off of it. Other times you're just going through a lot of emotions, which is how my first song was written. You're going through a lot of emotions and you just write out of that because it needs to be expressed. Which for me is usually lyrically. Unless I'm like in some really melodic Beethoven mood and I'm like, dun dun dun. But, and then other times, I'll just be in the shower and I'm like, oh yeah. That's a good melody, or that's a good, witty lyric, or whatnot. Yeah, it all depends. But I like to write lyrics first, personally. Yeah. I love lyrics. I'm very, like I said, I like poetry and stuff like that. So.
No, yeah, I feel you on that. What you were saying about what makes music so great is how you can connect with other people. And I say this spiel every time, every show. No, but every show I always talk about how one of the greatest things about musicians that are famous is that they look so large, you got posters, T-shirts, toilet paper with their faces on it. Maybe give it 10 years. Give it 10 years. That's my big idea. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, just these people seem so large and they seem so unhuman because they just seem so perfect. But you listen to their lyrics and you're like, you know what? They're on the same level I am. Like they're looking for something, or they're hurting, or they're happy about the same thing I am. They're going through the same exact thing I am, and that's what makes it so much fun. And that's what is the biggest gift about being able to get to this level where you can reach so many people. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. For me, it's not really. I mean, when I was younger, it was definitely about attention. I never had a problem with being the center of attention at all. But as I've gotten older, it's less about the attention. It's more about how many people you can reach, really. I mean, music is about bringing people together. And like you said, it's just so unreal.
It is. And now, when we played a show with you, in DeKalb a couple months ago. I remember that you played a couple of covers, and they're all very good. You made them your own. One specifically was Mustang Sally. That one like blew me away. No, that was awesome. Like you took that song and you made it your own. And I've heard that song multiple times on the radio. And every time I hear it, I'm always like, Drew Dawson. Like I always think of you just because you made that song your own. How do you choose the covers that you play?
Oh.
Or like what is it that stands out about that song?
I don't know if I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but there's some songs on the radio that just feel like they're produced. They're like you got another song and you just kind of changed it a little, tweaked it. There's a lot of those songs I feel. There's a little bit too many of those songs on the radio. Not that there's not good music. There's so much good music on the radio, I think, as well. But for me, I like to pick popular songs. Whether they're old popular songs or new popular songs. But I like to pick those popular songs that just it's so undescribable. There's just like an essence in them. Something you can really tear apart. Like like you said, Mustang Sally. Mustang Sally, I actually didn't originally want to sing.
Really?
Yeah, I was with a band. I was working with the band, and they were like, "Oh, this is one we usually do." They're like, "You should sing it," and I was like, "Yeah, this got some pop to it." And I'd heard the song before, so I was like, "I can sing this." And then I just got, I was not that it's not a boring song, but for my voice, I kind of go crazy. So
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna change this up, funk it up, or whatever, and it was great. It was so fun, and that was one of my favorite songs to sing. But like the other songs, like we said, like Telephone. Was cool because it had kind of like that minorness in it, and there was a lot of crazy words, which I thought was fun. And then I like a lot of R&B songs, and then there's other songs, like Firework by Katy Perry. I love the lyrics. I like the lyrics, so I like to sing that. Anything that's really uplifting as well, I like to choose. So.
Right on. Now you play the piano very, very well. Do you play anything besides the piano, or would you like to learn to play anything specifically besides the piano as time goes on?
Yeah, I would love to play a million instruments. I always wanted to play drums.
Yeah, you did.
Right? I always wanted to play drums. I played drums in like 6th grade or 5th grade. And I don't know why I quit. Probably because it was like band and I wanted like a drum set. And a lot of people told me like if you're a drummer you can never be a singer, which I think is a bunch of crap.
It is because
right?
Jay can actually sing. Jay can sing.
See? And I think it would come in handy. You know, you hear like drum beats in your head, and you're like, why did I quit drums?
Right.
So I want to learn drums. I dabble on the guitar a bit, but I'm not confident enough to where I'd get in front of a crowd. I love piano as usual, always will. And violin or like cello, I just love the strings.
Yeah.
So.
And now you also talk about how you're looking forward to producing music as well.
Yeah.
Talk to us a bit about that.
Like, the thing is, if I produce music, I always want to work with other producers as well, just for fun. But, like I said, I'm mostly about the lyrics, and the layout of the song, but to me, production can just bring those parts of the song. You know, you will play a song for somebody acoustically, and they're like, oh, yeah, that's a great song. You put production to it, and it's a totally different song, or, you know, it just brings every aspect of that song out to life. And I'm very, not finicky, but I know what I want to hear. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
When I'm listening to a song. And sometimes I'm not the best communicator, so for me, producing it myself would be great. But like I said, as well, I don't know if I said this actually. I'm a very hands-on kind of person, so the more instruments I learn, the easier it'll be for me to produce. But I do like the studio. I really do. I can be in there. I don't think I have high energy levels, but once you get in that studio, man, you can be there for like 24 hours and you're not tired at all.
Yeah, I was going to mention, if you said that you don't have high energy levels, that's kind of like wrong, because your show is so like, I don't know, you know.
Right? It's so boom.
Yeah, it's so boom. Boom, boom, pow.
Jack my
Got my swag, I'm on that. Now. Well, guys, this is awesome. All right, so Drew, all right, now tell us what do you want to do from here? You know, so you're going to be moving, you're going to be moving forward. You've got the agency backing you now. Possible tour February. After this, what do you want to do as far as songwriting goes? You know, like, what do you want to expand on? Like, what is everything that you would like to have?
From this moment on, or from after like the tour?
From this moment on, whenever.
This moment on. I'm working on a few songs right now, so I'm very like kind of in the now, you know, with my songs. I'm kind of just open to what the future holds, but I mean, what I want to do, I just really want to create good music. I really want to get in the studio right now. That is where my focus is. I want to make music that just like screams kind of my name. You know what I mean? Like, this is who I am. I'm really excited to do that, and then, you know, I'm excited to go on tour. Also, I'm excited, you know, I don't know, I just know I want to get involved in charities, like, when we're all on tour and stuff. That kind of stuff's important to me. Yeah, I'm just really excited to get in the studio, and, you know, like, tour, I'm excited to go on tour to share music.
Absolutely.
I want to meet more fans and stuff like that. Yeah, I just want to give music to the world, man. It's so fun. It's so good.
Because I was going to ask, my next question was, you know, Drew, what are you here to do? And I think that's what you're here to do, is you know, just connect with people and give them your music. Like, you know, I'm Drew Dawson. I'm not Lady Gaga. I'm not Katy Perry. I'm not
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes. I'm not
Busta
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, I definitely can't rap like Busta Rhymes.
What do you think it is about your songs? Like, do you feel like your songs have a certain feel that makes them, you know, Drew Dawson songs?
I think so. Yeah. I tend to, I guess if I was to describe my sound, or how I'd like my sound to be, there's always a tad bit of jazz usually when I sing. I don't know, I just kind of have like a little jazz swagger. And I definitely like to do some soul, but like I said, lyrically, I like to go really fast. I love fast lyrics. I tend to be extremely melodic. I try to die down on it sometimes because I am so melodic, but it just kind of, I love melodies, and I like anything with a kick and bass beat. So
Right on.
Yeah, I'd say it's like jazz slash hip hop pop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as long as there's like a jazz twist to it and really good lyrics.
Very, very cool.
I'm good. I'm a pretty versatile. A lot of people ask me what genre I am, and I'm like, you know, I love multiple genres. It really depends.
Is there anybody out there that you would like to meet? Like, any idols out there that you'd be like, oh my God, I'd love to meet this person, tell them how much I appreciate, you know, their music, this and that?
Dead or alive? Like dead or alive?
Both.
Okay. Well, John Lennon. I love John Lennon, and any of the Beatles in general. And then let's see. There's other artists I like. I love like Etta James, Aretha Franklin. I've always loved Aretha Franklin. And then like I'm trying to think of any of the old artists, but other people like Elton John, Billy Joel. I always loved the piano. I don't know why I was so attracted to it. And then like current artists that I would love to work with is like Sarah Bareilles, Jessie J. Like, do you know Jessie J?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
It's so great. She's so cool.
She is.
I dig her music. And then and then undercover artists too. I mean, I just like for me, really, it isn't. It's so much just about the music. I just believe that you write the music and it will come. Kind of like you build it, he will come.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
No, definitely right.
So that's my lingo.
All right. So last question before we move on. We're gonna take a quick break after this, and then Drew's gonna come back and play us 2 songs, right? 2 original songs that you wrote.
2, probably covers.
2
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No. That's all right. Well, we'll be back with Drew Dawson in 1 second. But before we get off, I'd like to ask Drew one more question. Drew, is there anybody you would like to thank for getting you where you are right now? As far as anyone out there that really helps you kind of get here, and not just here. I mean, I guess we have Carlos and Michelle to thank for that. But
yeah.
Definitely,
like I said, my father, and just my mother, my friends for being so extremely supportive. They're so great. They're always sure not to leave me out of anything, even though I'm so compromised with music. Family, friends, they give me a really, really tight foundation.
which you need to have.
Yeah.
You need to always have to, because even,
the town of Dixon, Illinois.
Yeah, Dixon.
Right? They're so great. They're so
birthplace
cute.
of Ronald Reagan.
Right?
Ronald Reagan. No, but Dixon is a great place, and the great thing about having, that tight unit to come home to, especially when you're somebody that will be traveling from city to city, you're not always home, like you're always out, but having those people around you waiting for you, when you get off of stage or whatever, it's always good to have them there. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're the ones that keep you going.
Yeah, because definitely, especially when it comes to stage, when it comes to directing a band or being in the production studio, stuff like that, you have to be really, not really dominant, but very firm, and you have to know what you're doing. And, sometimes you come home and you're like, oh my God, I just need to be a kid for like 10 seconds.
Absolutely, absolutely. Turn on the Wiggles and just kick back,
Yeah, the Wiggles.
The Wiggles.
Barney, Teletubbies.
Yeah, my nephew Owen watches them like crazy. He's a good kid. Drew, I know I said that was my last question, but one last question. Where can people check out your music videos, everything?
All right. You can check out my music videos at youtube.com/The Dawson Effect.
Okay.
The Dawson with effect with like an E.
Okay, yes, because some people, including me, don't know which effect is which.
Right, yeah. And then facebook.com/The Dawson Effect, twitter.com/The Dawson Effect. And then my website used to be drewdawsonmusic.com, but somebody stole it. Like there was, it was kind of complicated. My manager had it, and then we were like, oh, we're just going to wait for it to go on sale because he was on tour with somebody else. And it was it was just like a really tight spot, and we had we were checking it every single day, so we could go buy it. And then within we checked it Friday night, came home Saturday. No, we checked it Thursday night, came home Friday, and somebody bought it within the 8-hour slot that we were gone.
There's another Drew Dawson out there?
Apparently.
Who that?
Right?
Who in the heck?
They stole it. So now it's Drew Dawson.
Not as good, though.
That was hers, Drew Dawson. Number 2, that was hers.
Right?
Drew Dawson, number 2.
So now it's drewdawson.com, but the website isn't formatted yet, but it will be.
But that's almost better because it's Drew Dawson.
Right, simple.
Right to the point.
Right.
So it's almost like it's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
A very deceitful disguise, Drew Dawson, number 2.
But definitely check out the YouTube and Facebook and stuff.
Definitely will. Drew, thank you so much for being on tonight. We're going to be back with you in a second. Everybody, please check out these videos at www.tomorrowslions.com. You can also look up Good Times Radio TV on youtube.com. Please check out drewdawson.com coming up very, very soon. And then check Drew Dawson out on YouTube as well. Drew's going to go many, many places. This is just the beginning. Drew, you're going to do awesome. Just keep being who you are. Just keep on being true to yourself and writing those songs, and you're gonna go far. You're gonna be awesome. You already are awesome. So just keep it up. Keep it up. Also, really, really quick, I've got I'm guessing it's a PSA coming up next. I got this thing in the mail from these gentlemen named the Beach Boys. They're good pals of mine. There's this guy on the loose named Santa Claus, and I guess he's coming to town, and they really want to play this PSA for you, just warning all your kids about Santa. So without further ado, this is Santa Claus coming to town. The Beach Boys on WRSE 88.7 FM, Good Times Friday. The Santa guy's freaky. Just kidding. Awesome.
Good
Awesome,
show.
guys. Hey,
Good?
awesome show.
Smile, guys.
Cool.
Oh, wait, I wasn't smiling. Do it again. This time?
I don't even know what you're doing.
I'm sorry. I got all confused. Do it again.
Smiles Lance.com.
Jay.